Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Chidi from the Ultimate Guide Group, your go-to place for all things adulting. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and let's get into it. So today we're going to be running through all of the tips and tricks that I would give to anybody who's renovating for the very first time. For those who may not know, I bought my property in April 2021 and I completely renovated it. The house has completely changed in the last year, and so in this video I want to run you through all the tips and tricks that I've learned in renovating my first property. Number one, when you are a first-time property owner and you're renovating your property for the very first time, for the most part, there are going to be things that you just don't know about. You don't know what you don't know. And so what will end up happening, 9 times out of 10, hopefully you don't, but you probably will interact cowboy tradespeople. And those are essentially individuals who don't really have the recommendations, the skills, the experience, all of that kind of stuff to do what you ask them to do. So when it is that you come up with cowboy builders, cowboy plumbers, any sort of tradespeople, you just want to be able to make sure that you can problem solve for that. Reach out to your network, reach out to people on your road in case they're renovating, check a trade. Just work out ways in which you can solve for problems. I had a really bad experience with my builder, and as a result I was able to reach out to my network and got recommended a completely new builder who was able to help me with the kitchen, able to help me with the plumbing and the toilet work, and that was super helpful for the whole process. So like I said, make sure that you're looking for solutions to any sort of problems. Your network, check a trade, your neighbours may help you in that process. Number two, set clear timelines and clear scope of work. I really wish that I had completely understood this process, and I should have, because I'm a lawyer and contracts are literally what I do day to day. But sometimes when you're working on personal recommendations, you kind of let things go that you may not have previously let go if they weren't a personal recommendation. Make sure you're all clear on the scope of work, and also make sure it's papered in a contract and you are clear on timelines. So you know exactly when things are meant to finish and when things go over timelines. Things will change, because when it is that you're renovating a property, things that you thought were okay actually aren't okay. So make sure that if you're making any changes, you're papering, so putting on paper those changes, you both agree to it, you both agree to the timeline, and you both agree to the additional cost or the reduced cost as a result of the change. If you're not sure what the timeline should be, research, check online, check with your network, and work out what an average timeline would be for the work that you're planning on doing. And whenever it is that you get a breakdown of scope of work, make sure it's broken down into labour and materials so that you can properly analyse any sort of quotes that you get. So if you get 3 quotes or 4 quotes, that you're able to properly analyse and make sure that you're comparing apples to apples rather than apples to oranges. Number 3, make sure you have all your money for the renovation. When you agree on the scope of work and you agree on the price, they'll be able to provide you with the overall amount of what the project is costed at. Make sure you have that amount of money and you have it ready and accessible and readily available. You may come up to hiccups throughout the whole renovation process, and so work out ways that you can have contingency funds just in case. So that might be going in a loan, that might be borrowing from friends, from family. Just make sure that you are having the money that you need to finish your renovation project, because that will help you build trust and also work with your contractors as best as possible. Number 4, either get a property manager or make sure that you're committed to doing daily trips. I'm talking from experience. When I started the whole renovation project, I was there 3 times a week, so Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. And the builder was only there on Mondays through Fridays. So there were only 2 days I wasn't there. As things were going on, and as I thought that I started to trust him and be able to agree with what he was doing and know that he was working in my best interest, that kind of ratcheted down to maybe 2 visits a week. And then there was this ULS, so the ultra low emission zone. So I was only going to the property once a week. And there were times where I was on holiday, so I just wouldn't go at all. And what ended up happening is that I wasn't able to keep track of the timeline and also what was needed for the project to make sure that it was consistently running and consistently going smoothly. In January, unfortunately, something happened family-wise, and so I wasn't able to be in London and I wasn't able to be at the property. But from January on to March, I made sure that I was there at least once or twice a week, and even that wasn't enough. So make sure you either have a property manager that will provide you daily updates as it relates to the schedule, the timings, the products, everything that is happening, and somebody that is going to be able basically to crack the whip on the contractors, or that you're making daily trips and you're aware of what needs to be done, you're looking at the scope of work, you're looking at the timelines, making sure that nothing slips through the cracks. Number 5, red flags. As a first-time property owner, first-time property investor, first-time property renovator, I wasn't completely sure about things that seemed odd to me, but I wasn't completely sure. And because I hadn't renovated a property before, I hadn't even owned a property before, I trusted the people that I was working with in that process. If something feels weird to you or something feels odd to you, bring to your property other tradespeople and get additional information and additional my camera died. I just wanted to make sure that I got the rest of the video. So with red flags, get a couple of different people over, whether that's from Check a Trade, My Builder, TaskRabbit, and work out whether or not what it is that you think is a red flag actually is a red flag. When you've spoken to about 3 or 4 different people, you'll be able to determine whether or not you are actually just being too worried or whether or not somebody's trying to take you for a ride. And those are my 5 tips that I would give to new renovators. Let us know if there are any additional tips that you would give to new renovators down in the description box below. And make sure you like this video, share it with anybody who might find this helpful, subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.